Hi everyone, this is Karen with Karen Louise Creates, and I am hopping on today with my entries into this Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. This is a journal that belongs to McKenna. She is MCKENNARG _ at Instagram. I don't believe she has a YouTube, but I'll double check and I'll add all of her information below. And this is her album. This is the third Sisterhood journal group that I'm in. And this is the first round for all of us. So this is her album right here. I am going to tell a little bit about it because I don't think she posted anything online. But look at those fun tassels there. You'll see what that is in a minute. So this is her journal. And this is McKenna right here. And this was her welcome letter and telling us about her journal and what all she wanted us to do in it. And this is her about me. She's 29. Her birthday is October 13th. She likes purple, black, and red. Her favorite food is French fries, and her job is a gymnastics coach. And she has been with her boyfriend for 11 years. She has a dark-hearted soul, loves skulls, plants, and reading. She's a caffeine addict, and she loves to work out. And she's lost 106 pounds in 1.5 years. That is amazing. Just crazy amazing. So, let's see, what else? She is a Twilight fan. She's a huge Disney lover, and she's a very proud auntie, and she's a tattoo addict. She said half of her body is covered. You're a brave lady, McKenna. I don't like pain like that. I can handle other kinds of pain, but not that pain. Okay, so the first thing is the guest check-in. So I added my name and the date. And then she has an affirmation page where she wanted us to write an affirmation, and I just wrote, "There are no shortcuts to any place worth going." And I'm sure she knows that, as someone who has lost all that weight. Okay, so this one is so cute. It's a yearbook sleepover. And she added in all of these sleeping bags. And we were to decorate the sleeping bags and then add a photograph of ourselves on the pillow. So I kind of went back and found an old photo of when I was younger, just because that's when I think of sleepovers, being younger. I know you can do them when you're older too, but on a sleeping bag on the floor would have been when I was younger, not nowadays. So this is McKenna's right here, and she has that cute little picture with her cat. And then mine, I found an old photograph, just an interesting fact about me. I used to be a model. Just for one day, I was asked, we used to go to church with a lady that worked for Kenner Toys, and she asked if I would be interested in modeling with a new toy that they were bringing out, and it would be for a photo for the back of the box. So I have this one-time modeling photo of me, and I think it was called a Blythe doll, Blythe, and she had this string on the back of her. She had a long skinny body and a big head, and there was a string on her back, and every time you would pull the string, she would blink and her eyes would be a different color. So yeah, that's me. I was probably 10, and I think they were looking for someone that was around 7 or 8, but I was kind of short and young looking. And I guess they asked if I wanted to come back, and my mom asked me, and I said, no, I didn't like that. So that was my one day of fame. So a lot of fun. I think my mom said they paid me $75 or something like that. I'm not sure what I got for it, maybe a bicycle or something. So this next prompt is Disney, to add something Disney. And since she loves tattoos and skulls, I found this image of Mickey Mouse online with a skull face, so I added that. This prompt was to add your pets, and I added my dog Clara. And then she has Blaze and Toot, which they look like iguanas maybe, and her cat is Moose. This next prompt was a washi tape gallery, and I added this bat and this little strip that says courage. And then the next prompt was an ugly sticker dump, and I don't have many ugly stickers. I know that sounds bad, but I don't know. Everyone's definition of ugly is different. I guess some people might think my stickers are ugly, but I did use my Leanne printer again, the sticker printer, which comes in handy. So I added this little monster, and there could be some people that think he's cute, but, and then that little, I guess it's a monkey or an ape. So next she has a tattoo tour. So basically we were to show her our tattoos, or add something that would be something that you would get. So I am a tattoo virgin. I have 0 tattoos on my body. My son has several. My daughter has even more. And my husband has, I think, 2. But I have 0. My husband tried to get me to get a tattoo with him one time. He wanted to put like our names, and I'm like, I am not putting anyone else's name on my body. And I know that sounds strange. Like we had been married, I think 35 years at the time. And I'm like, nope. And, you know, I said, maybe when you die, I'll put your name on my body, but I don't know. I know a lot of people do it. I have nothing against it, but for me, I always told my kids, don't put anyone else's name on your body because you just never know. I mean, I guess I'm kind of safe. We've been married almost 41 years now, but I think it's more that I just didn't want to have that pain of getting a tattoo. So she had these stickers in here, and I added this one, which I thought would be pretty as a tattoo. And then I also added these 2 photos. If I ever did get a tattoo, if I had ever gotten a tattoo, I should say, I would have gotten something like some wildflowers, and probably something really small. And this is her leg. I've heard, McKenna, that both of my kids have said once you get a tattoo, you can't stop. So maybe that's why I'm telling myself I'm not going to get any. So, all right. She wanted us to add a favorite recipe, and I added this one. I just kind of decorated it with, I had my Rosie Studio stuff out, so that's what I used for this. And I added a recipe for minestrone soup with Italian sausage. I make that every winter. It's so good. Okay, her next prompt was Twilight Forever. She just wanted us to add something Twilight themed. And I printed out some stickers that just say Twilight, and I added Team Edward because I was definitely Team Edward. Okay, this next one was a plant swap, not plant. And I already took a few out, and then I add a couple here in the front. And then this was a black sticker only, and I added this cat and this TV that has a skull in it. Okay, so this is where those tassels came in. This was cute. She has a bookshelf here, and she wanted book recommendations. And then she asked us to take a bookmark. And this is the one that I picked. So thank you, McKenna. And then I just added a movie that I saw that used to be a book, which was Where the Crawdads Sing. But she did say she likes, what is her favorite? She loves a good thriller mystery book. but her favorite genre is dark romance or romantasy. What is romantasy? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Her goal for this year was to read at least one book in every genre, so I'm open to anything. Okay. All right, so let's see here. What is next? Okay, she had another take some, leave some stickers, and so I took a couple and added some in there. And then my About Me, since she's into dark, I used some papers from that Halloween book that I bought at Michael's a few weeks ago. I guess you'd consider it kind of like a smash book. But yeah, so I used those papers. I printed out some stickers for her that were kind of skullish and added a little pocket down here for it. And then I decided to go with a little bit darker aesthetic with the photographs that I added into hers. So I added like the sun on a foggy morning here. There's the moon. I have, these are 2 deer skull that we found in our woods. And my husband brought them up and we ended up leaving them on the deck to bleach them, and they sit outside below our deck. And then she loves fall, so I just added some fall stuff, a couple birds, just stuff like that. And then this is my About Me. And again, I just added, basic information, my basic photo that I use. And that was it. That was the end of her book. So I hope you liked this video, and if you want to, please go over and give McKenna a follow over on Instagram. And thanks for watching. Bye.